When most people think of the Yukon, they don't think about food. With temperatures below freezing for most of the year and a growing season of only 3 months, you wouldn't expect that the farms here produce much fresh produce. And especially not something like this. For 1 week in the summer, chefs from around Canada and the United States fly in for the Yukon Culinary Festival, a celebration of the greatest and tastiest food in the North. But if we're going to make some incredible food, first we got to meet the farmers and see what they have to offer. Hey John, great to see you again.
How you doing, Christian?
Awesome.
Good to see you back here.
As far as I'm concerned, the Yukon grows the best root vegetables in the world. Sugar, the flavor, look at the color of it. John, what makes the root vegetable so special from here in the Yukon?
Probably the constant sunlight and the cool days, cool nights results in a very quick growth. And with that quick growth and the light providing the sugars all the time, you don't get the woodiness.
These will be the best tasting potatoes in the world because of that soil. Trust me. Look at that. That is truly the nicest looking rhubarb I've ever seen. Can you imagine the pie you'd make from this? Look at these green onions. Look at the stem on these. Best soil in the world makes the best vegetables in the world.
I don't know why, but organically grown Yukon celery is the sweetest thing I've ever tasted. You try that out and see if you think that's brilliant celery.
Wow.
Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't that got flavor?
It's sweet. As amazing as the root and open air veg is here, you haven't seen anything until you've seen their hothouses. I'm in heaven. This is like tomato heaven.
I start my tomatoes in the house about the beginning of March and then move them out to the greenhouse, and it can still go down to -30 at night, so I've got to keep my greenhouses warm.
We will get 45 and 50 below for weeks in the middle of winter. Inside the shelters with no supplemental heat, it'll only be 25 below.
Tomatoes are one of the most popular items that I have at the market. There's lineups waiting. I bring as many, of course, as I can, and I never come home with any.
You know, I work in Italy about twice a year. Some of the best tomatoes in the world come from Italy, of course. But I gotta tell you something, these are as sweet as those Italian beauties. So in here we've got the squash blossoms, and these are absolute staples in Italian cuisine. If you haven't had them, you gotta try them. So after learning what it takes to grow the food up here in the north, it's time to do what we came here to do, cook up a storm for the locals. Fresh Arctic char, elk sliders, grilled halloumi cheese, whole wild salmon baked over an open fire, Yukon polenta with toasted sourdough bread, grilled bison with bannock biscuits and Saskatoon berry sauce. So yeah, there were a lot of happy people being fed that night. It was a field day for the chefs and I, working with some of the finest ingredients we've ever had. All these dishes made with nothing but locally sourced Yukon ingredients. This is exactly why I became a cook, to spread my love for good food and incredible ingredients. The Yukon is more than you ever expected it to be. This is a part of our country that people need to come and investigate, enjoy, and taste. I can't wait until next year and the next Yukon Culinary Festival.